Hey, I am Mikey Montgomery from Iwrestledabearonce, and
I am John Gainey from the same band. And you are
Toxic Wobbling.
How would you guys describe your music in one word?
AIDS.
sporadic, I would say.
Sporadic AIDS. Who writes the songs for the band?
It's a collective thing, but everyone kind of has their knack, like the little niche that they fall in. Like he listens to a lot of like soundtracks, so he'll write a lot of the synthy stuff. I like groovy stuff, like Meshuggah-esque. Steven likes the sporadic, like I don't know, grindy stuff. Like I don't know, it's just a collective thing that we try to throw in as much as we can.
Good deal. Can you guys play multiple instruments, or are you only good on one?
Good.
I feel like I'm mediocre at best at my main instrument, which is guitar, but I dabble in playing with piano, and I can play like 3 drum beats on the drums.
Hey. If you could change places with anyone else in the band, who would you switch with and why?
Probably Krista, because because I want to know what it's like to have a vagina. That's not true. I just want to be a singer. I'm totally kidding. What about you?
But no, that's the real answer. He wants a vagina.
All right. That's good to know, Mike. Appreciate it. No, if I could switch with another member in the band, I would probably want his job. Drums it's a lot of work. You have to, build them, tear them down, put them away. It sucks, but I feel like playing the drums for me would be a blast. So.
How has your music evolved since you first started?
It's kind of ever evolving. If you notice progression from EP to album, it never really stays the same, but it really never changes. It's kind of like finding yourself more. It's not we don't sit around at the house and like, I want to write a song about this girl that broke my heart in the 7th grade. It's like, hey, I wrote this part, and it would sound really fucking dumb if we put it after this part. So let's make that happen and try to have a good time on stage, which is not what it's about anymore, but should have been what it was about the whole time. Like back in the days of before Headbangers Ball was canceled the first time, when you could push your buddy into the pool and he wouldn't get out and be like, my iPhone! Like fucking wieners.
Well, since you talked about your music is ever evolving, what's your favorite song to perform on stage from everything that you've done?
Actually, it just kind of happened by chance, but it's Next Visible Delicious. Like, every time we get done with that song, everyone goes nuts. So it's like, and that's not even, the main song that we play. Like, everyone loves, obviously, Tastes Like Kevin Bacon or Smells Like Ass Cheese, whatever they call it. Like, no one ever gets the name right, but they go nuts after Next Visible Delicious, and that's totally rad, and it kind of evolved into that one song where everyone hits their instrument so much harder than they originally did. Vocals are louder, drums are louder, guitars are just like, guys are just, this guy knocks holes in his wrist all the time. Just that song, like, brings it out of us. Doesn't matter. We could be hungover and dying of, AIDS ass, and we will still, like, rock that song out for anyone who's listening. It's a pretty cool feeling.
Do you feel the exact same way?
Yeah. And it's off our newest album, so it's rad that we can still, we're still writing things that people dig, which, we write for ourselves mainly. Like we like he said, we write parts individually, and we're like, oh God, because we all have different inspirations, we're inspired by anything and everything all day, every day. So it's, I don't know. So it's really cool that the kids get into it. Yeah, I feel the same way, definitely. So.
All right, Tear Factor questions. Is there anything that you're afraid of, whether it be TV villains, movie villains, or just in life in general, something that scares you?
My top 3 fears are spiders, zombies, and porta potties.
That's a good fear to have. It really is.
I'm very terrified of sharks, although when am I ever going to be around a shark? But I'm also fascinated by them. Anything that I am very scared of, I'm very fascinated by at the same time. But I would have to say sharks, also spiders, and obviously not scared of it anymore, but when I was a child, I was terrified of Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. But even at 5 years old, I would still sit there and just like, with a pillow, be like, just watch it, because I was so fascinated by it. So yeah, there you go.
Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th is my biggest fear. So I'm right there with you. What is your best Halloween costume that you've ever had? Especially from childhood, because, I mean, you, Superman, Batman. What was yours?
Mine was actually given to me by our bass player, Ricky. If anyone's into Street Fighter, it's the Akuma outfit from Street Fighter. Like, Akuma is the man. Square forward XR1, holla at your boy, you know what I mean? Right, yeah.
When I was in the 5th grade, my grandfather, because I'm a huge Batman nerd, he made me like the absolute sickest Batman suit I've ever seen in my life, and I was in 5th grade, so whatever. But yeah, that was like the best costume I've ever owned or had.
Good deal. If you could do Fear Factor or be on Fear Factor, what's the one stunt that you'd be like, I can't do this, I'm backing out for that $50,000?
It would probably be eating something weird, because like I know that you don't sign a consent form. Like you don't sign your life away to do that show, so everything is safe. It's just about that rush that you get. Like, oh, I'm afraid of heights. Well, you have a harness on, jackass. Get up there and do it. Right. If you want the money. Like, so I would do whatever pretty much. I wouldn't eat like dude wieners or
or spiders.
Yeah, I would. Well, yeah, I couldn't deal with if there were spiders around. Yeah, I'd probably be like,
Dunzo?
I'd be out of there.
Same for me. I can do all the stunts, but as far as eating goes, yeah, I mean, I'm not a picky eater, but I'm not trying to eat bull nuts, you know what I mean? No way. Or any spiders, any of that kind of thing.
Or spider nuts?
Spider nuts.
Corn nuts? Just kidding.
If there was a zombie invasion, would you trip your best friend just to get away?
No, I'm fully prepared. It's a fear I've had for a very, very long time. I would be sad to see them go, but if my friend fell behind, I would know that in order to survive, I would have to keep on trucking, and I would survive. Not a doubt in my mind.
Oh, would I leave him behind? I don't know. I'd give it the old college try, but obviously I would want to survive. So yeah, I'd probably do my best and then keep going.
Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Sprite or 7-Up?
Sprite.
Books or video games?
Duh. Fuck. Video games, unfortunately.
Shoes or barefoot?
Shoes.
Electric or acoustic?
Acoustic.
Blondes or brunettes?
Oh man. Can I say both? I think I would actually go with brunettes.
Top or bottom? And you can take that however you want. The sky is the limit.
Top.
All right. Texting or calling?
Calling.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxer briefs. Boxers.
Scary or comedy movies?
Scary.
Sonic or Mario?
Mario.
You said that very confidently. I'm proud of you. Flying or driving?
Driving.
Day or night?
Day.
Boobs or butt?
Boobs.
Pirates or ninjas?
Ninjas.
And final one, sex or chocolate?
The first one.
Which is?
Sex.
All right, final question. What do you do when you see the hottest girl in the crowd? What do? Do you get a hard on? Or are you like, oh my God, like, are you turned on in general by them? Or do you meet them afterwards, look for them? Or do you just chill back and be like, I'm cool?
I bang it out. Like, me and you, girl. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. Just hang out, I guess.
Like, she's the one. You see her. Bam.
Well, yeah, you have to talk to her then, I guess, and try to make it happen.
While on stage, though, I don't know. I usually.
I don't think you need to run off stage or anything,
No,
but
no.
like afterwards.
I just mean like if we're on stage and I see a girl in the crowd, like I don't know. I usually just hang out because after the end of our set, I'm exhausted, and if she happens to walk by, yeah, maybe, but otherwise I'm dumping water on my head and just chilling.
Well, I'm April,
Mikey,
John.
and they're from the band,
I wrestled a bear once.
and this has been a Toxic Wobble production.